3, 5, 7. The easiest way to make 2-rail kick shot. And then I will explain the 3-rail. For this demonstration, I'll put the 8-ball or the target ball right onto the pocket, okay? And also for the demonstration, I'll make the cue ball 3 diamonds away. 1, 2, 3 diamonds. So again, like I was explaining to you, 3, 5, 7. That's all pretty much what you need to remember. What does that mean is this. 1 on the opposite side, the pocket is 1, 2 is kind of in between, 3, 4, 5, 5 is the middle, 6, 7, 8, and then the 9, the opposite pocket. So in order to have a perfect line with a little bit of a top running English, okay, I would have to hit from here to here. Now, because you see the cue ball is a little bit off from this line, all I have to do is just parallel shift, okay? So it will be somewhere right there. Now, why am I explaining this system? This is pretty much to give you some guidance, because sometimes when the ball is like right here or whatnot, which we'll go into that later, is much harder to calculate, but again, it gives you some guidance. But again, for this demonstration, I'll place this here. I'll parallel shift into almost the 2 with a little bit of a top running English, and not too hard, especially when the ball is on the pocket. Here's the reason why. If I would have hit it a little bit harder, the cue ball would go in. So, into the next segment. All right, so I put the 8-ball a little bit different than this one. Okay, it's 1 diamond away from the pocket, but again, that does not matter at all. What matters is from the target to the cue ball. Okay, 1, 2, 2. So on the opposite side, okay, like I said, this is 1, this is 2. In the middle, again, 3. So 2. So the 2 from this diamond, if you look at it, right, from here to here, this would be the line. So all I have to do, again, parallel shift a little bit. So I have to almost hit the edge a little bit off that edge of the pocket, and then again, slow. Well, in this case, I can do it even faster, but it depends on the rail. And then you can play it like this. Well, like I said, what if the ball is not here? What if it's right here? Okay, so you have to remember one thing, that again, the parallel right here, okay, so 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 diamonds away. So that in a perfect world, it would be, I'm shooting towards the 3, right? So 1, 1, 2, 3, into the 3 in order to at least hit the ball, right? So, but you have to remember that from that diamond right there into this one, the 8-ball is not really, it's not here, okay? So you have to parallel shift a little bit, okay? So that means I need to hit right into this spot in order to hit that, right? So what does that mean in itself? You actually have to think of the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, because this is where that, the 8-ball was, right? So into that 4. So it's not really 3 diamonds away, it's 4. It helps when you calculate 3, but in this case, it's really a 4, okay? So again, on the opposite side, on a short rail, so this is a 3, this is a 4, okay? So 4, and then because my cue ball is not on the line, I have to actually hit the 3rd right there, and with a little bit of a top running English, I should hit it at least. Okay, that way I don't give the opponent ball in hand. And in this actually perfect scenario, I hit my ball, and I actually kind of play the safety because I can't hit. So this is the reason why those little things matter, okay? All right, Joe, so what if the ball is not here, somewhere right here? The reason why I'm gonna put it here is just because it's easier to kind of show you what I'm going to talk about next. So we need to hit this ball right into here in order to make into this pocket or travel towards it at least, or hit it, right? So let's put this back. All right, how do you calculate this? Well, there's two ways. One way, for me, the easiest way, for example, when I started, was the simple math, okay? So this is, again, this is number 8. From the opposite side over there to here, it's 8, okay? However, so, but when you think about it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, so this is the 5th diamond, right? That's how far the target ball and the cue ball is, okay? Does that mean that I need to hit right here, like shoot right into here to make it? No, it's not, never going to work. It's just because it's going to go there. What does that mean is that from this diamond, okay, from to the 5th diamond, I have to parallel shift, okay? So somewhere a little bit off that 3rd diamond in order to do it, okay? So just a little bit off in order to at least hit it. Maybe I'll make it. All right, not too bad, not too bad. All right, so another way to simplify this, okay? Remember when I said 8 here, okay? So what is 8 minus 5? That's a 3, correct? Where is the 3 on the opposite side? It's right there, okay? So 8 minus the distance, 5, equals 3, okay? That is only if that works, but again, that only works when the ball is like this. So again, at least I hit the ball. Sure, I didn't make it because for demonstration, maybe I need to. But anyways, all right, I wanted to show you also something like this, okay? Remember, this is the 8, okay? 8, and you always want, I forgot to say this for those to watch. So whenever you're calculating, okay, the 2nd diamond right there, towards the 8, this is your basic parallel shift, okay? So in order for me to hit the 8 ball, okay, what does this need to happen, okay? I need to at least, the ball needs to travel right there, okay? So what does that mean on the over there? That means 1, okay, 1. So 1, and here we have 1, 2. 2 diamonds away. 2 minus 1 equals what? Well, 1. Well, can I hit it right there? No. So all I will do is I'm going to hit it into the 2, okay? And then with a little bit of a more English, okay, I really need to hit this spot. I do need to hit this spot in order for it to hit the 8 ball. It does not matter, even if I put it right here, it doesn't matter. For example, right here, I have to hit it that 1, 1 right there. You see, so it doesn't matter. Again, I'll put it right there. It doesn't matter where the what is it called, the cue ball is. I need to hit that 1 regardless, or at least offset it a little bit. So for me to hit this towards the 1 uh, diamond, I will try to hit right there with a little bit of English, and it should hit the 8 ball just normal. Again, the practice of the 2-rail diamond is not always to make the ball. It's to actually hit the ball. That way you do not give the opponent ball in hand. In this case, I hit it a little bit, and I would advise this, especially if the opponent has 1 ball or 2 balls away. Look where they are. Either hit it a little bit stronger, but medium to low speed is much better, because as you saw in this video or in this example, the cue ball stayed here. And look at it this way. It's much harder to hit the ball from the rail and then make that, or in this case, what if it landed like this? It's a perfect safety where an opponent would have to carry them or jump shot or whatever. So that's the whole point of the 2-rail shot. Now we're gonna go into the 3. Let's make it fun. And please, if you have any questions where to put the ball, please do so. I will put as many videos about this just to explain the easiest way. But like I said, Let's do the easiest way. Put the, let's say you practice this, okay? Put 8-ball right here, okay? Put 2-ball right there, just because you're blocked, right? Again, from 1, 2, 3, so 3 diamonds away, right? That means I need to hit, does that mean I need to hit into the 3rd diamond for this to work? Remember, no, it's not, does not work like that, okay? It just does not work. So what you need to do, from the diamond, you see the diamond right here, okay, into the 3, and then parallel shift. That means I need to hit again right there in order to make this ball. Again, with the running English, do it slow. Don't do too fast or anything. All right, I missed a little bit, but hey, I touched the ball, right? Look at it this way. The opponent has to make this ball all the way up, but look where the 8-ball is, for example. So like I said, I don't want to sugarcoat where everything is perfect, because when you're playing the pool, trust me, it's not always perfect. So for this 3-rail system, okay, there's an easier one or a little bit harder when you start calculating, okay? The way I learned, the fastest way was this. So the 8-ball is right there, cue ball is right here, okay? By the pocket, okay, or towards it. All you have to do is take your cue and align it with the 2nd diamond over there, okay? 1st diamond, 2nd diamond. Align it. You're going to hit the cue ball a little bit on the left side, on my case, or the right side if you're on the opposite side. So a little bit to the left, okay, towards the 2nd diamond. And that should lead you into what? Into the 8-ball, okay? Now, this was pretty much good. What if we take the cue ball and move it 1 diamond away? Let's do that. All right, so I moved the cue ball 1 diamond away from the pocket in itself. Does that mean on that rail right there, I need to move for the whole diamond? No, it's only half of it. So if you think about it like this, okay, this is the reason why I'm showing you this system without any calculation, is just because of that. Later on, we're gonna go a little bit into these numbers, because when the ball is like here or whatever, this sometimes does not work, okay? So I'll put the cue ball back into this spot, okay? And then all I have to do, again, towards the 2nd diamond, if you parallel shift, again, you'll see on the opposite side over there, it's just half of the diamond, okay? Again, all I have to do, what? Put a little bit of a left spin, okay? Medium to hard spin, just so you don't pocket the cue ball as well, okay? And hey, you know what? Nobody's perfect. And in pool, just like this, even in demonstration, I'm not going to make another video just to make it perfect, but this is exactly what can happen. But you know what? I made the ball, or at least touch it and whatnot, right? So without further ado, let's move on. All right, so I moved the 8-ball 1 diamond away from the pocket. What does that mean in that line that I was showing you to, right? From here, what does that mean? Well, yeah, it will be the same. I need to hit this basically diamond right here, or actually towards it right there, in order to make or touch at least this ball, okay? So let's do that. Is it gonna touch? Yes. Okay. So like I said, I'm not going to remake these videos where it's perfectly, because like I said, even the best pool players, sometimes they miss, and this is what you see for the outcome. But the main thing is, you know what? The main thing is, in this case, is that you didn't do something like this, okay? Where you, oh, is it the 2nd or 3rd diamond? And let's do like, you know, like something like this. And then you miss the ball totally, right? Or even scratch. Well, now that you scratch, in most pool leagues, what happens? You totally lost. The opponent doesn't need to even hit. So, anyways, let's go into the numbers, okay? Alrighty, so we have the 8-ball right there, right here. It's on the 7. What do I mean by that? 1, 2, 3, the middle pocket is 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 rails away from that pocket. Okay. 1, 2. 2 plus 5 equals what? 7. Okay. So I need to hit 2 plus 5 equals 7. What does that mean? Well, I'm shooting towards the 2, okay? And I hit the 5. And what does it happen? I didn't do it right. I did this on purpose, by the way. So, like I said, here it doesn't matter where this ball is. What did I do wrong here? Well, number one, if you rewind the video, I hit it past the 5. I hit the 2, but I hit the past the 5. So that's why I got into this spot, okay? Because 2 plus 4 equals 6, not 7. So, but if I hit 2 towards the 5, watch what happens, okay? Oh no, I hit the 5 now. So, do you see that, what I mean? I'm hitting the exact same spot on the 2, but different on the long one, okay? So what did I do here? I hit the 2 and I hit the 3. 3 plus 2 equals 5, okay? So, let's do the 7 now. With a little bit more spin. Does it work like that? Yes. So, go rewind all of these and you will notice that I'm hitting the same spot, but I'm hitting the wrong spot on here. Why is this calculation matter? Okay, I'll show you here in a second. All right, folks. Well, same position. 8 ball is on the 7. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And my cue ball is right here. Well, can I hit that 2 plus 5 equals 7? Yeah, sure, I can. But you know what? I'll tell you what. If I do that, I need to not only elevate my cue, I need to hit like really, really deep into it and still pretty much miss. Okay? So, I hit it into the 6. Why? Because I hit probably 2 plus 4 equals 6. So, to offset that, what if I hit 1 plus 6? 6 is right here. This is 7. Right here. Okay? That should work, right? So 1 plus 6 equals 7. Let's try that. Just like a little bit of an English. Okay? What happens here? Well, rewind and you'll see what happened. What did I do? I hit the 1. I hit the 5. It hit it right here, not here. It hit right here. And I hit into the 6. But if we correct that, okay, let's do 1 plus 6. Hey, that kind of worked. There you go. So now you see why 3, 5, and 7 is important. So always look at those numbers. And I can show you from all kinds of angles. But this is the reason why I wanted to show you the simplest way. So again, let's say the simple way. What did I say? Align your cue with the second diamond, okay? Let's move this away. And if you're hitting towards it, okay, the cue ball should at least be close to it, okay? Or look, I didn't hit it. Like I said, I don't do gimmicks on my videos because, again, if I wanted to really do this, I wanted to do something like that. There you go. Simple, right? You're welcome. Please subscribe, follow on TikTok or YouTube. Again, same username, Joe 8 Ball Official. Thank you for watching.